All right, welcome to another edition of the Plus One interview. Today we have a special guest for all the way from in Colorado. He is the multimedia manager at the Sports Spectrum. I have with me Justin Adams. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I can't complain. I can't complain. Football season is right around the corner. The season starts in a couple weeks. Let's start talking about the Broncos. The Broncos these past few years, the highlight of the team has been that defense, but since winning that Super Bowl, their inability to find a stable quarterback, do you think is that just going to continue to be a problem, or can Case Keenum be the guy that could just do enough for them so to put enough points where the defense could kind of take over and win the games like they did during that Super Bowl run?
Well, I'll tell you, whatever magic dust that Case Keenum got in Minnesota, I hope he brings it to the Rocky Mountains to our Bronco fans as well, because they're going to need some stability at quarterback. Get this, since Peyton Manning, and that was 2 years ago since he made his last start in the Super Bowl, Broncos haven't had a stable quarterback yet. They had different guys, Paxton Lynch, Brock Osweiler, even Trevor Siemian, especially last year when you have all three of those guys, kind of like a merry-go-round, go around in circles of who's starting. Anytime you have something like that, you won't win football games. You never see that happen. So it's important for the Broncos to have Case Keenum stay healthy and play very well this year. But I will make this stat, and I've talked about this on several radio shows that I've been a part of. The last two times the Broncos have won a Super Bowl, you go back to 2015 and 1998, the backup quarterback has had to start a couple of games and win a couple of games in the regular season. So that means that Chad Kelly, when he goes for his fourth preseason game on Thursday, he's going to be very important if the Broncos decide to make him the backup quarterback to make sure that he's ready to go in that role.
Yeah, and the NFC West as well. That division is up for grabs to me. I think they're saying the Kansas City Chiefs are the favorite right now, but they're going to have a first-year quarterback. The Oakland Raiders, we don't know what in the world is going to happen with them, with John Gruden coming back after a 10-year hiatus. And then the San Diego Chargers, they're a team that always seems to start off slow, then they make a run, then they make a push during the end of the season. What do you make of the NFC West?
Well, the NFC West, I see without a doubt that the San Diego Chargers, well, not San Diego, the Los Angeles Chargers, rather. See, we all get mixed up. They should be in San Diego, but the Los Angeles Chargers are definitely the head and shoulders of the class right now in the AFC West. And if I had a prediction today, I would say that would be the team to win it, even though the Kansas City Chiefs have won it for the last 2 years. Patrick Mahomes on the other side for the Chiefs, he is starting this season, but he is pretty much a rookie quarterback. So he has a great arm, as was shown with his tremendous 67-yard touchdown pass against the Atlanta Falcons in preseason play. But there's too many questions there. Still a lot of he's still very young, very inexperienced at the quarterback position. So I don't think that Kansas City will be there, and their defense isn't as good as it was a year ago. Los Angeles, they just have the quarterback. They have several different pieces to book in pass rushers, and they also have Melvin Gordon in the backfield. And they also have a pretty good wide receiver corps. So they'll be a tough team to beat. And when you go to the Raiders, I don't know what Chucky is doing.
Yeah.
But I have them, but your best player you haven't even negotiated with at all. That should tell you everything you need to know about the Oakland Raiders this year. If you don't get Khalil Mack, you don't have a pass rush, your defense suffers. And I don't care how good Derek Carr and Marshawn Lynch will be, you can't win a game in the NFL if you don't have a defense.
Yeah, you're definitely correct about that. And we only got a few minutes left. So who are some of the players that you're going to be looking at this season that you think are going to have a breakout season?
I'll start off with this. He's an older player. I'll go with Domantas Peko. He's a guy that you won't hear a lot from, but you don't want to hear a lot in the sense of this. He has to be able to be that stable force in the middle of the Broncos defense. If he's that guy, he makes everybody else better. Bradley Roby, Von Miller, Bradley Chubb as well. Just the embarrassment of riches that the Broncos have on defense, but it all starts with their run defense. You got to have a big, strong guy from there. But I would say this: look at Portland Sutton, and I mean he's already been heralded as a guy that many people have seen already and talked about as a rookie from SMU, a second-round draft pick. This guy doesn't go up for 50-50 balls, and what I mean by 50-50 balls is pretty much if you and I threw the football in the air. It's like me being a 6'2" guy going up against a 3-year-old little kid. I'm going to win every time the little kid will touch the ball, and that's the way that Portland Sutton is. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see the Broncos offense this year. Hopefully guys like Jake Butt at tight end can get a lot of receptions in. If all else goes well, the Broncos should be 10-6, and that would bode well and probably a wild card appearance.
Yeah, definitely. Cortland Sutton, he definitely was a steal of the draft, getting him in the second round. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting football season. Well, once again, kickoff is just a week away. We'll definitely hear back from you once some point during the season. Thank you again for calling in, Justin.
Hey, without a doubt, thank you so much for having me on. And I would just say this: go Broncos. That'll be all right, huh?
All right. You have a good one.
You as well.
All right, bro. All right, you guys have been watching the Plus One interview with Justin Adams, and we're going to toss it back to Brian.